Alright, so in this video I'm going to walk through how to render textures and play sounds in Raylib. The first thing we want to do, obviously, is to import the resources. And we do that by simply adding them to the project, and I put them in the resources folder. Next, let's start with the texture. To load the texture, we would have to define a texture 2D called, let's say, player, and set it equal to load texture, and we pass in the path, and the path in this case is t3/resources/player.png. Now, if I spelled that correctly, yep, this should be loaded. Now, to unload it, we will do the same thing, only we call unload texture and just pass in the texture, which is just player. And to actually draw the image, we would like to underneath clear background, but inside the begin draw and end draw space, we will call simply just draw texture. Let's do v vector, so we can input a vector for its position. And in here, we would have to input the texture, then the position and the tint. So the texture is just player. The position, let's do the center of the screen. So here it would just be vector 2 and window width divided by 2 for the x coordinate and window height divided by 2 for the y coordinate. And then the color tint. And since we do not want any tint at all, we just do white. And now, if we are to run the game, we will see that there's a texture that renders on screen right here. Now, it is quite small, and so in the next video, I will actually walk through how to scale the viewport window to make it ideal for pixel art. We won't cover this in this video. Next, for the sound. Here, we have to first initialize the audio player, and we do that by calling init audio device, simply just like that. And also, let's, while we're at it, dinit. So let's do, before close window, let's do close audio device. Next, let's load the audio resource. So let's just do sound and call it sound is equal to the same way we import a texture, we just do load sound this time. And the path, and in this case, the path is just same folder path, but just different name. It will be sound.wave. Next, in the update, let's play the sound every time we press space. So to do that, we just call if, let's do get key, or is key pressed, or yeah, is key pressed. And let's do key code. Let's do key underscore space. So every time space is pressed, we will play sound and just pass in the sound that we will play. And by the way, check out my video before this on how to handle input if you are curious on how this works and other Raylib input functions. Anyways, after we have play the sound, well, after we have written this, we should be good, other than, of course, we have to unload the sound, just like we unload the player. And now everything should be good. So if we hit run, we should see that the sound plays on space. Although you cannot hear it on my part, I can assure you that it does work. And that's simply because my audio recorder does not actually capture the audio of my computer. And that's pretty much it.